Hey everybody, this is a video about forest fires and some conspiracy theories around them. A lot of these conspiracy theories around some things have some traction to them, like the COVID-19 vaccine being developed in a Wuhan lab. There's some smoke around that fire, so to speak, because the Wuhan lab was within a block or two of the fish market they blamed it on. I think there could be some stuff going on there, and I don't want people to give the impression that I'm just dismissing people who are thinking maybe the government could be behind something as crazy, because clearly governments are behind a lot of things, a lot of interference. You look throughout history of America in particular, the CIA has done a lot of crazy stuff. It has been almost proven at this point that the CIA was behind flooding America with cocaine in the 80s. So, I mean, they are kind of not the most innocent people. They've overthrown governments. They've done all kinds of shady stuff. You have somebody who was so-called a New York financer, Jeffrey Epstein, who no one really even knew what he did. He could have been Mossad, and just got dirt on people and then made money that way, and he was off on an island doing molestations. So there is a lot of crazy stuff going on where elites are behind things, and it could be true. So I don't want to dismiss it completely, but the idea that Joe Biden is somehow behind forest fires to support climate change, to me, this one seems extra crazy. This one doesn't seem to have any real traction because, like I said before, the one with Wuhan, like the lab's right there. It could be possible. You have people like Epstein in government doing all kinds of shady stuff. Most of that has to do with getting funding for their causes. So you could say, hey, this climate change, maybe there is some people starting fires. And I mean, there probably is, at least on occasion, some idiot doing an arson. I don't know if he has a political agenda or if he's just an arsonist. I know growing up in a rural town, there was always that weird kid who would either kill cats or he'd burn things. There's always that kid in any rural town. And he wasn't a leftist, he wasn't a rightist, he didn't talk or think politics, he just thought about burning things and killing cats. That was his whole thing. So even if it is arson, you can't pin it on Joe Biden. I don't feel like there's any traction to this conspiracy theory. Could be proven wrong. I mean, like I just said, like they've completely totaled Libya and all kinds of stuff. But I don't think they would ruin their own economy and their own homes to do that. Because you look at a lot of the places where these forest fires are going through, they're going through very rich areas. They're going through areas where the elites live. They're going through areas of industry where the elites have their money. You look at, like, in Alberta, the oil rigs that catch fire, you would say, well, this is a perfect example of maybe some sort of left terrorist sabotage, but they're not going to be able to get onto the rig themselves to set these fires. There'd be no way. They would need inside help, and to have inside help through the elites have investments in oil. Even the ones that are claiming that they're climate activists and they want solar panels and electric cars, they still have investments in everything. So they're just hurting themselves. It's not the working class that have these investments. So I don't see any real smoke around this fire, metaphorically, haha, because we're talking about forest fires. I don't see Joe Biden setting a fire to all of Australia in 2019 or 2020, whenever that was. Basically the whole shoreline of Australia all the way around was on fire. I don't think that this climate change is a hoax. I think it's probably the earth isn't a warming cycle. We have warming cycles and cold cycles throughout history. Ice age, I'm not saying people are causing it. It could be a natural phenomenon, but saying that we don't need to get together and try to prevent our forest from burning into our towns and us losing all our homes. It's almost like, why are you even proposing this as a theory, just to get Biden and Trudeau and all the liberal guys out of office? You're just trying to put it on them, but they get out, it's still going to be on fire. Like, we have dry, hot seasons now. It's just the way it is. So you can say that it's not human caused is one thing, but to say that it's deliberately caused by a couple politicians is a little bit crazy to me. It doesn't make sense to me, but like I said, they've done similar stuff, so I'm open to the possibility. If I'm wrong 10 years from now and the world is covered with snow and there's no more fires, and hey, I was wrong on this one, but I can't really see it being wrong on this one because there's no, yeah, I think I've articulated it the best I can. I'm going to get hate on this because everyone's really going to the right. People are pissed off on the left, and it seems kind of I'm pretty close to the center these days because of just all of the division and how far the right has gone and how far the left has gone. And the left hasn't really gone far economically. It's kind of just been socially, and they want to do these social changes very radically and very quick, and it's kind of alienated a lot of the working class and pissed off a lot of people. So I don't feel like either side is really hearing the other side anymore. So I'm trying to stay in the center as much as I can and kind of with a cool head just kind of think about things. And some of these things are probably so stupid that you don't even need to think about, but we need to think about them anyways now. Like, I was trying to troll somebody on Instagram the other day, and I couldn't even do it because they just immediately took me seriously. I had the most absurd fucking troll comment I could think of. It was something to do with the forest fires, and then I linked it to the pizza parlors and Jeffrey Epstein and whatnot, and just did all this political nonsense, and it got like 20 likes, and no one thought it was trolling. They just, this fire was started by Joe Biden, and Joe Biden started this fire in northern Canada from a pizza parlor somewhere, and 20 likes, and like, you can't even troll anymore. But I don't know if people believe it or if it's kind of like this new doomer type of faith where people just have turned against the other side that they view it. And I think viewing the other side as the other side emboldens people just to be kind of trying to kind of catch them as being the big other, instead of actually being like just brothers and sisters on earth and talking to each other about, well, maybe this is real, maybe this isn't. It's all hyper politicized now, which I blame social media for a lot of that, but social media is good as well. I'm on social media right now, literally. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on that. I don't think climate change is fake. I don't know how much humans have accelerated it, because I think carbon emissions probably do accelerate it. How much? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But kind of my point is, whether it's human caused or not, it's here, and denying it isn't going to help anybody. We have to, and another kind of criticism of kind of these people who blame it on Joe Biden are clearly on the right, because they just pin everything on Joe Biden or Trudeau or whoever. This would create jobs. A climate threat is we actually could have people go through the military or go through fire departments. Either one could work and get fire training and get high paying jobs in forestry and in fire prevention and be rangers and all kinds of things like this to prevent our towns from burning down. Like these would be high paying jobs. So it could be embraced a little bit more, like not just with the solar panels and electric cars, which I think might be too little too late if this is human caused, but we could see this as a point of unity and band together and prevent these fires and these floods. And kind of, if you have Christian values and you want to help your fellow man and be nice to your neighbor, then to sandbag for a flood, or to spray down your neighbor's roof with yours with the hose so things don't catch when things are dry in a drought, and to kind of debate these things, talk about these things with other people, and kind of come to an actual common sense solution rather than just try and pin like a weather event on a politician. It seems extreme to me. Okay. Peace.